Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm just doing an NWOpening on the Marvel Legends series Hand Ninja figure. Now, this was an interesting series, as I've mentioned a few times on the channel. It feels like it was literally kind of trying to bait me into picking up Marvel Legends, because I thought Into the Spider-Verse was pretty good. Wouldn't say I was like obsessive about it, but I thought it was pretty good. But you start introducing characters like Frogman into the figure line, and all of a sudden you've got my attention. Then you sort of think you do Into the Spider-Verse characters and another Spider-Man ally, and then just go, who should we have in for the generic Hand Ninja? And I absolutely love the hand. They are like one of my favorite things in Marvel. So, it literally does feel like they're kind of clickbaiting me there, especially when they then make the Build-A-Figure Stiltman, which, if you haven't noticed, from Frogman, Stiltman, I quite like the daft characters. So yeah, it was like literally like they were trying to bait me. The Gwen Stacy came with Spider-Ham as well. So Spider-Ham, Stiltman, and Frogman, they're great three characters that I like just because they're daft. Hand Ninjas I've had a long-term love for. So yeah, it seemed like the whole series was clickbait, but I managed to resist it, and this was the only one that I was always going to pick up, which is the Hand Ninja. It's the most common one now. It's probably the most mass-produced, which is good. I've never actually seen these all that cheap, considering that they seem to be the only ones that are still in stock anywhere. I mean, considering the fact that this series is from quite a while ago now, this is the cheapest one I've seen. I got this for $17.99 on Zavvi with a further 12% discount from a discount code. I finally picked this up because I was just ready to pull the trigger on it when I found it on Zavvi, and I saw an eBay auction for most of the other Stiltman parts, which I actually didn't win because I was having a COVID nap at the time, which I've mentioned a few times on the channel as well. But without further waffling on, let's start. Let's get into the boy. So first of all, looking at the figure, it's very, very interesting. It's very, very cool. You've got the kind of demonic eyes there on the head. There's not an awful lot else you can really do with this figure other than putting it in black instead of red. But it's really, really cool. Nonetheless, we've got the black belt around the waist and the belt over the shoulder. This is actually removable. Part of me just assumed this was kind of like part of the figure really, but that is actually removable. So that is really cool. We can obviously put the ninja sword in there. Getting on to the accessories, first of all, he comes with a ninja sword, as I say, and we can just pop that in the what you call it again, in the scabbard or sheath or whatever you would call it. So that looks really cool. That's going to look pretty cool on display and whatnot. And obviously you can just pull it out if you want to display him wielding it or whatever. Just going to lay him back there for a sec. We also have the two kama, so he can have one in each hand whilst also still having the sword in his... whilst also having the sword in the scabbard. So we can display him like this as well. And the final accessories we have are a couple of interchangeable hands. I don't think there's any particular posable significance to these, but it's nice to have options if we want to change things up and put them in like a fighting style or something, like a hand-to-hand combat style. We'll just pop them down on the floor for now. The final accessories that we have in this are the incredibly heavy Stiltman legs. Obviously, it makes more sense to put the Stiltman legs in with the generic figure so that you're not so concerned about buying multiples. And it also comes with a stand, which I actually genuinely didn't know about. Not a big Marvel Legend guy, as I said earlier, so I actually genuinely didn't know about that. So that is really cool. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up the rest of the Stiltman pieces somewhere along the line, but it's not a massive disaster if not. And for now, I'm just going to take these kama off him as we get into the joint review. Now, if you've not seen one of my reviews before, I always like to go through the figure and just check what condition the joints are in right out of the package. So, first of all, That head is fine. I actually quite like the way that the hood moves around. Like that looks really good. I quite like that. Got that shoulder, seems stiff enough. That elbow's perhaps a bit too stiff. And the wrist seems fine, maybe a little bit loose. That shoulder's nice and stiff as well. We do have a slight rotation there as well, actually. I'm quite impressed with that. Wow. I didn't realize. That's really cool. That elbow is at least movable. And the wrist, that wrist is a lot stiffer. We do, I think, yeah, we have a ab cut there. Oh, and a crunch is hidden away behind that belt as well. Oh, that's really nice. So actually the possibility on this figure is crazy. So we got 2 ab joints, and we got like butterfly joints in the shoulder. They are called butterfly joints, right? We haven't got that much flexibility in terms of legs if you want to put them in a proper fighting style, like proper wide, no dice there. Obviously, we've got the thigh swivel, bit of a pointless joint, but we got it nonetheless. Now, the knees feel a little bit weak. That one's quite nice and stiff, but in trying to stand the figure up, you know, it seems like the knees, or like the legs in general, are a little bit soft. We got the boot. Yep, all seems to be in perfect working order there. The legs move forward fine. There just isn't that much kind of width to them, I guess. Oh, maybe he's struggling to stand because I'm on a rubber mat, but I don't know. Full body articulation, I'm very impressed with. And more or less, I think that is everything I have to say about this guy. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'm hoping to start doing more Marvel and DC figures, but I'm also trying not to fall too far down the rabbit hole of picking those up. So, you can check out the playlist at the end with my NW openings if you'd like to see more videos like this. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.